Welcome to another episode of Hoopers and Shooters. Welcome, man. What are you lot saying?
We're in the building. We're in the building.
Yeah, man.
Well, Guam, it's that season that if you look outside your window, you have to see whether it's fireworks or if it's something else.
You don't even know what I saw on the way home, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Must have been this.
Hey, what?
I saw that. So yeah.
Hey, man, what's
That is for real, fam. That is for real.
Hey.
What are you telling me, though, man?
Hey, man. Carabao boys never here.
Yeah, man. Couple of the guys on the mend, man. How you feeling, Capo?
It's not time to say sorries yet. But
I think he's talking about you.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, you and Josh. Yeah, you and Josh weren't feeling too well. The past
were you like? So you weren't ill.
I was ready. I was prepared.
He went ill. Sonny, you got
Reese, he done a Haaland whenever it's international break. No, the man are sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, right.
Wait, I never said I was sick. I was ready.
Wait,
Reese, what? Say less. Yeah, don't worry.
So wait,
allegations
Wait. So during the week you weren't ill?
During the week I was ready, bro. What's wrong with the man then, fam?
Last week you weren't ill.
Last week I was ill.
Yeah, so he's trying to say, are you good?
Like early last week. Yeah, I'm calm. I've been calm.
You know what? We'll talk separately. Josh, what are you saying? You're all right, yeah?
Wait. Don't say Josh's issue. Let's see if he says. Okay.
Oh, if he remembers what his issue is.
Who, me?
Yeah.
My back, bro.
You did, Josh.
Hey, Josh, what in the group chat? Didn't you say you was having spasms in your leg?
No, I said spasm in my back, bro. What are you on, bro?
Okay, cool.
Sure, bro.
We have to double check. Boy, we have to make sure.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure the injuries are consistent still.
Nah, man. My injury was legit, bro. I couldn't walk, bro. I was crocked out.
Just don't be like Capo saying he's got a bad leg, then coming with his arm in a sling.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
These men Me.
Man forgot his whole life.
Bro.
Chris
man.
Hey, what am I saying, Capo? How was the battle rap event?
Oh, it was lit, you know. It was a vibe still. Shout out to Jazz and Run Nitty, man. They definitely shut down still.
Who you think won?
Edge, very, very debatable. Jazz.
I don't know why. Why does Chris always
It's
do
mad
this?
close. It's so close, bro. It's so close. So close. I even told him, you got away with it, bro. You got lucky.
Yeah.
I think Jay saw it still. And I said, that's Capo's brethren still.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Specs and Geordie and Miles.
Yeah. I think he was with them earlier. And then, I think he was with them earlier still.
And what did the rest of the Bardashians pull up? Or just Jazz?
Nah, man. They went shout out Casey Bay, man, baby. Shout out Casey Bay every single time. Yo, random. Shout out Taylor.
Taylor who?
Taylor Hines. I know this is an Arsenal podcast, but shout out Taylor Hines. So.
I know she is. Isn't that the Liverpool player?
Yeah, I know. She's cold.
Sir. Wait. Did she pull up?
Nah, I wish.
Do you know what? Yeah, I've been Capo.
This guy just shouting at random one players or something. What's going on?
I've been watching a lot of NBA recently. Shout out Jada Thorpe.
Yo.
Hey, shout out to her. I think she's the best basketball player.
Yeah, she's the GOAT. Everyone's talking about Angel Reese. No, she is the coldest.
The best basketball player of all time.
I've been watching a lot. As we've been watching a lot of things, I've been watching a lot of WWE recently. Shout out NXT.
Yeah, just shout out NXT. Shout out NXT.
Shawn Michaels,
coldest roster ever assembled.
Shawn Michaels roster the greatest.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels is really the GOAT.
Get me?
I'm not gonna lie. I believe
Serena Williams. You get me? Great tennis player. Shout out women.
Hey, don't kill me.
Hey, someone definitely didn't get the memo.
Bro, I don't know who you guys are talking about. You might talk about women players, no? So I'll just
Big up.
Okay.
Big up Serena.
So it's time to talk about Arsenal. Should we start with Liverpool first?
Yeah, let's start with Liverpool.
Yeah.
I have to give my thoughts on that quickly.
How you lot feeling? Now time's
feel-
gone.
The
dust is settled. How
Do you know what it is,
feeling?
Reece? Yeah.
The Liverpool game.
It feels like I found a bike and I was using the bike for like 6 months, and then I went to the corner shop and then I came outside and my bike was gone. You know the ones there? Like, have you lot ever just popped out?
Hey, I'm trying to remember what age did that happen. That's what I learned my lesson. That happened one time to me still.
Bro, you know you don't lock up your bike. And
Yeah,
you just come outside and your bike's gone.
You just jump out the front of the corner shop. Bro, you blink, that shit's gone.
Man's holding the plastic bag in his hand.
Reece, you know them corner shops here where the drinks are at the back of the shop. So you just quickly gone to grab a juice. You're looking out the door like, oh yeah, where's my bag? You can't see the wheel.
That's how you felt.
Yeah, I feel like I got robbed, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, given the injuries that we had, I was already nervous going into the game. The performance that we put in on the day was very refreshing. I don't know how that we just go from playing so poorly against Shakhtar and Bournemouth to just turning it on, especially in that first half against Liverpool. Saka coming back about 70% fit, doing up Robertson, scoring a banger, had him on toast all game. Timber coming back 70% fit, locking up Salah until we got cramp and he had to come off. We gave away 2 very shit goals. But then that third goal, I'm sorry, I have never seen that decision go the way of the player that doesn't jump. And when I talk about that third goal, I'm talking about the Gabriel Jesus goal, where Kyria has almost jumped clean over Szoboszlai's head, won the ball fairly. Havertz has then bullied Konate, hit the post, and Jesus has converted the rebound. And the referee has somehow waited. So after Kyria wins the ball, he waits for Havertz to then beat Konate to then blow the whistle and deem it a foul. If you felt like it was a foul, why is it not a foul immediately? Why does it matter whether Havertz controls the ball or not? It's a very confusing decision. And I've seen a lot of people online trying to come out and justify it. And I just think it's one of them weird decisions that has gone against us. And then you're going to see in 5-6 games time, you're going to see another situation extremely similar that doesn't get the same outcome. We've seen it already with Saliba's red card against Bournemouth. I've seen that same challenge 3 or 4 times. It's a yellow card every single time. I saw one the other day, Van der Ven on Mateta, I believe. Mateta was basically at the edge of the box. Still a yellow card. Van der Ven's the last man. But with us, somehow it's clear and obvious error. Go to the monitor, send them off. It's just weird, like, and I don't like sitting there after games and talking about the refs, but some of these decisions are just mind-blowing, bro. Pause.
I think it was a very even game. When I looked at the numbers, I think we had the same amount of goal attempts. Possession was quite similar. Just everything was quite similar. Yeah. So it really came down to moment, taking your chances and ensuring that the game was just Liverpool versus Arsenal. And I feel that too many times we've come onto this platform to talk about refs. I don't know anyone here that sits here and go, I'm a ref fan. It's not about the refs. We are fans of the clubs. I'm an Arsenal fan. Some people are Liverpool fans. Just make it about that. And I just feel like yet again, I'm seeing examples of inconsistencies and refs trying to justify their inconsistencies. It makes no sense. Like Sonny said, the guy stood there Artie's back. I've seen Harry Kane get a lot of yellows for doing that. I remember he used to do that bare, and people used to say that's dangerous for the player that's jumping. I'm saying, because their landing's going to be mad. Anyway, we've won it, and he didn't even blow the whistle as soon as that happened. If he blew the whistle as soon as that happened, maybe I could have stomached it. People keep going, he gave advantage. You don't give advantage backwards. The ball went, if he'd given advantage, the ball went backwards. He should have blew it straight away. Doesn't make no sense. He wanted to see what else transpired. And as soon as Havertz won that ball, he blew the whistle. Come on, man. You got to understand, we got to draw a line somewhere, cuz this is the decision making is getting too shaky jakey. I'm not a big fan of it, but putting that aside, let's talk about the game. I think we went into the game with so many people rumored to be unavailable. And then I don't know how you lot felt, but as soon as I saw that Saka was actually picked, my confidence kicked in again. And oh my days, weren't I justified. That first goal by Saka was phenomenal. By the way, he cooked that guy all game. He cooked Robertson all game. But that first goal, phenomenal. The movement off the ball, the little through the legs, and then to ras it near post. I taught him that.
Let's not forget the pass as well from Ben White.
The pass from Benny Blanco was phenomenal. But yeah,
do you know what?
Go on.
No, what I was gonna say is obviously I was exactly like you. I think before leading up to the game, there was those news that Saka's not playing. I was deflated, man. I was thinking, yo, this is it. Like, I'm out of the title race 8 games into the season. I've got to look forward to other things. That's what I was thinking. But then obviously Bukayo Saka came back in, and once again he's proven that sometimes it feels nice to be proven right, but it's gonna sound mad, but I didn't like it in this sense, because I feel like we're sort of a one-man team now when it comes to us being able to achieve what we want to achieve, and I feel like it all relies on Bukayo Saka. And this weekend it just showed it to me. I think the level that he brings to this team in an attacking sense is frightening, bro. How one man can just elevate the whole, because we've seen the game against Bournemouth, how that was. There was nothing there. We had Martinelli playing, we had Sterling playing, we had Havertz playing. It was still nothing. One man comes into that attack, we're a completely different team. We're threatening. Every time we have to on the attack, you're off your seat again. And his goal showed it again, man. Ben White, right, once again, you know what I'm saying, playing in his rightful position at right centre back, doing what he does best ball playing centre back at the club. He's, you know what I'm saying, that's what he does. 50 mil. Ben White, underrated. But once again, I think against Liverpool, I don't think a lot of Declan Rice, I was going to speak about him in the midfield. Wow, sublime. Back in the 6. It's not a no-brainer. You buy one of the best 6s in the world for 105 mil. When you play him in the 6, he's outstanding. Wow. But one man I'm going to give credit to that game that really stood out to me is a man I criticise a lot, and that's Thomas Partey, man. For a man out of position, I saw him right back against Luis Diaz. Listen, let's not lie here, boys. I think everyone here thought the same. We're thinking, yo,
no one wanted to see that.
You get me? I was thinking, nah, I don't want to see this. But bloody hell, man, he held his own, man. Whether it was recovering back, the whole 90 minutes, he got cooked once. Once he got cooked. The rest, it was Partey just locking him up. Like father, like son. It was embarrassing what happened to Diaz. But again, Liverpool have done what Liverpool do, man. I think with Liverpool, they have that one player who's just, he's one of the best the Premier League has ever seen in Mo Salah. And he just does what he's done. He's been quiet the whole game. One chance, bang, you're killed. So that was the difference in that game, man. And I think we need obviously we got Saka in that instance where if you give him a chance, he'll bag. But to win these type of games and to hopefully win that Premier League, we need the likes of Martinelli, man. That's who I'm looking at, Martinelli. I need him because that was embarrassing for him this weekend, man. We can't keep saying one game, he has a good game, he's back, let's go. Then that shit happens. You get me? Josh.
The Nelly thing is a bit strange. Sorry, I'm gonna let you go in a second.
Man said Josh, and I didn't even finish. This guy cut me off halfway, and it said Josh.
Oh shit! Sorry, were you still Gary?
No, not you. The Guapele. But yeah.
No, I said Josh because he's always on to me. He's always screaming, Martinelli.
With Nelly, I actually don't think he had a terrible game as a whole. I just think he was shit in key moments. And obviously, it's the key moments that make the difference. That the moment for the goal, he had another moment where I think someone passed him, he couldn't get the ball under control. Like that second half, he made Konate look like prime Maldini, bro. Like anytime Konate got near him, he was cleaning him up every single time. And overall, like even like the first half, like he was putting in crosses, he was doing up Trent as he does. Like he was doing good things at certain points in the game. But I think in them key moments, when you need Martinelli to be a killer on the transition, this season especially, he's let us down more often than not. You understand? His overall game might not be rubbish, but all people are going to remember is them 2 or 3 key moments where he's messed up an attack, or the final shot hasn't hit the back of the net. And those key moments are season defining, unfortunately for him. And as much as he's my guy, and as much as he's someone I believe in, and I know he's got the capabilities of playing to a certain level, I can't keep defending some of the stuff that I'm seeing. Because as Gopper said, that second half versus Liverpool is absolutely shambolic. Also, onto something Gopper said, because we're going to spin it back. A couple of weeks ago, I said the issue in Arsenal's midfield isn't necessarily Declan Rice, it's how good Partey's been. With how good Partey's been, it's unfair to move him from the 6. But then when you play Rice in the 6, he gives you performances like Liverpool. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is where Declan Rice needs to be playing. All of this 8 stuff and all of that, like it's a project that it's like we're trying to fit him in, because Thomas Partey's put himself in a situation where he can't be dropped. And Declan Rice is in a situation where he needs to play. He's, again, £105 million signing, arguably the best midfielder to get up and down the pitch in the league. So he needs to play, but you can just see this night and day between when he plays 8 and when he plays 6. Just play a double pivot if you have to. But that guy has to be playing in the 6, bro. This left 8 thing, all of these, like Reece, notice you didn't see no cul-de-sac running, or no, he's just driving up and down, winning the ball, dictating play, slowing it down when he needs to, playing forward passes when he needs to, going sideways, just controlling it. And that's what I like to see from Declan. My only criticism is when the game starts getting a bit basketball-y, that's when I need you to stamp your authority on the game, like a Jorginho would, or like a Rodri would. But obviously, that comes with time, innit? But yeah, go on.
Yeah, so like I said, with the game I watched, I didn't even mind the way we set up too tough. I feel like I even try and think of Liverpool clear-cut chances. I can't even think of it. I think the corner was howlers as a goal to concede. But apart from that, I was trying to think the way we were pressing them high up the pitch, making them have to go long. When they went long, we collected it again, playing. We were on their necks. And I think if there's anything I take from that game that leaves me with a little bit of frustration is when we are on top, we don't kill teams. It's like we're on top, we get ahead a bit, then we're like, oh shit, we're ahead. And then we kind of like try and keep that lead, like kill them. Like they were there, like Saka was killing, Robertson was scared. You lot speak about Nelly, there was points I was looking at Nelly and I was like, yeah, he remembers Alexander-Arnold. I know you have PTSD. He was going for them. But when we're on top, I just don't think we bring it home. And is that a manager thing? Is that something he's got to learn? Maybe it is. I'm pretty sure it's the Liverpool game where Havertz should have bagged and Marino should have bagged before he bagged. That was the Liverpool game, right? Yeah.
Havertz mooned it over.
Bro, I don't know what technique Marino was going for with that one. I don't know. But we're lucky that Liverpool didn't switch on and understand what was going on with that set piece, because we scored from a similar move. But this time,
I don't think there was nothing they could do. That delivery, oh my!
It was spot on. It was spot on.
I'm saying Declan Beckham. So we're gonna start calling him.
The deliveries have been moving crazy, man.
David Rice, that's what I call him. But yeah, so
Bro, I was trying to add a bit of spice to his name, bro. You just made it sound bad.
Yeah, I
David
know, I
Rice
know, I know, I
is
know.
terrible.
Yeah, let's keep it English. But yeah. So, but all in all, it was a decent game for us. The only issue is okay. So the injuries, don't get it twisted. There is sympathy a bit with the injuries because to change your back four like 3 times during that game is difficult for any team. Do you know what I'm saying? Like as soon as Gabriel went down, that was one thing. We tried to recover from that, but then as soon as Timber went down again, that's when I'm like, oh, and they punished us from all of that nonsense. However, whether it's Lewis Skelly for under-hit pass, Martinelli for sprinting before anything, or Kyria for not understanding that breakdown in that little thing, that there's too many times where I'm watching Arsenal games and it's just a breakdown between the few members. Like that there was frustrating as hell. Yes, I give them sympathy for the fact that there were so many changes, but that breakdown there, when you're in the lead against Liverpool, that I think that was so unnecessary. But hey, shit happens. I think I could even see from Arteta's reaction, he's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? But listen, ladies and gentlemen, like, look at Arsenal's fixtures at the start of the season. I don't think it's been easy. With all of the injuries we've had, have you noticed? No excuses. No, but these injuries. We wanted Arsenal to go and get the job done despite this happening. And I feel like we're still in and around. So I'm not jubilant, but I'm content. I'm content that we're still around and we can still do something.
To add to your point, I was going to say that this was the first game that we dropped points in with 11 men. So there was no, and it's against Liverpool at home. So, I mean, listen, man, look, obviously the league table is not nice to see right now, 5 points behind City. But look, man, if you look at it, bro, it's not really a terrible start, really and truly.
Bro, isn't our record identical at this to this stage last season?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It's identical.
It is.
It's 8-4-1. It is 8-4-1, no?
By game week 10, we hadn't lost.
That's game week 8, bro. That was game week 8, 9.
Wait. Let me check.
The first game that we
No, it's our record is exactly identical.
The maths doesn't even make sense. So let me check. I said 8-4-1.
We've drawn more games so far in the league, just the league. We've drawn more games than we did last season.
I thought I saw something the other day.
Yeah, I know that 8-4-1 stat. That 8-4-1. That was like all comps. That was considering all comps. We've drawn more games this season so far than we did last year, and we've lost earlier than we did. The first game that we lost last year was Newcastle, the 1-0 madness that happened, which is obviously we'll talk about that in depth of why we need to get some get back on that. But yeah,
that was like last December now in Newcastle. Was that December?
November. November it was. Yeah, it was last November.
So this is the 9th game of the season, yeah? Mm-hmm. We're playing 9 games this season, yeah? Mm-hmm.
There's 2 games we won.
The verdict is Chris Capo is spot on. We drew the same amount of games, but we hadn't lost a game.
Yeah.
We ended up losing to Newcastle in that.
It was Newcastle. And then after that, next time we lost after that was Aston Villa. Then it was West Ham, then Fulham.
I just done a check here. The first time we lost our 11th game last year. That was our first loss.
Oh, wait. Gops, do you think that was impressive?
Who were last season?
Yeah, losing your 11th game.
I said that. I said this season is not as bad as people are making it out to be.
No, wait, hold on. I didn't hear your answer. Was that impressive, yeah?
My bad. Huh?
Was that impressive, yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was impressive.
Yeah, cool. Do you think it was impressive, Josh?
What, losing the 11th game?
Yeah. Do you think that was a good start? Do you think that was a good start to the season?
What, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, we made a decent start. Yeah,
okay, cool. Interesting. I got your answer. Capo?
Reese, I don't think so. No, I don't think
Of course, because you're trying to stay consistent, you frauds.
No,
you not told me Havertz was stinking up the gaff and the start of the season, you don't look like the normal Arsenal, and now you are sitting here with your tail between your legs telling me last season, we lost the 11th game. We were unbeaten until the 11th. I know we were. I was the one making that point. Carry on.
Okay.
How are you making that point? You just said,
no. What he done? No. This is what he done. This is exactly what he done. Reese, no, what he done is he just walked into a room, sprayed CS gas, and left. That's all he done. He just wanted a reaction. He just wanted a reaction. That was it.
Yeah, but Capo, do you know what he's done? Yeah, he sprayed the CS gas, but he's forgot that he's locked himself in the room. So we're all in this room, bro. Like we're all in here, bro.
Funny. He sprayed the CS gas.
He ain't even got a whip to leave. He ain't even got a whip to leave.
He's run his eyes.
Bro, he walked in the room with a grenade, took the pin out, and forgot to throw it. He forgot to throw it.
He's jamming the door. He's jamming the door. The reason why we say that is because, like all of us, when we thought last season,
I'm sure that's not how the song goes, bro.
Hey, $6 million down the drain.
Hey, this guy does something. I made a remix, bro.
Why did you have to do the Kelewele remix for it, bro?
Such a
Why did you have to give us the Kelewele remix, bro? I don't want
Come on.
Hey, Reese, I know that's how Thomas Partey sings a song to Havertz in training, bro.
I need an Afrobeats version still. I can't lie. I need an Afrobeats version.
Do you know what? I do this so random. It is Arsenal related and Afrobeats related, yeah. Remember the video of Podolski singing Slow Down?
Yeah.
Remember that, you know?
Sexy girl from Sexy Girl.
The video in that.
And I swear it wasn't it Tupac that he was singing it to as well?
No, it was real Miyaichi, bro.
Yeah. That's it.
Mr. Japanese.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Podolski. But yeah, no, going back to the Liverpool game, I agree wholeheartedly with what all of you guys have said. I think one thing again that we need to just be careful of is two things. One, the set pieces. That as much as we're doing great with it, but at the same time, it's like we can't allow ourselves to be exposed to certain set piece moves, because I can't lie. From Bournemouth to Liverpool, I'm looking at it and thinking, are we slightly slacking in that a little bit?
Leicester.
Yes, Liverpool. Leicester as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think there's another game we conceded from a set piece in as well.
It's almost like Jova just thinking about
Man City.
Man City, another one.
Man City. But and also from that, mentioning Man City, the Man City game as well, is seeing again the same thing we keep talking about this gap when there's a counter attack that's happening.
So, Kat, which one would you think was the worst set piece we conceded?
I think the Bournemouth one was.
I think the Bournemouth as well.
Flipping good move. That one pissed me off. The Christie goal pissed me off still. That was such a good
do you know what it is? Yeah. Who was it? Was it Leicester? I think it was Leicester that pissed me off the most. Simply because I don't think that with Bournemouth and Liverpool, it's a well-crafted set-piece routine that's caught us out. They've had to work for that. Do you get what I mean? I was on the training ground perfecting that move, and they executed it well.
Time to have that shot, though.
And with Bournemouth, I give us a little bit of grace because at that point in time, we're down to 10 men. You understand what I'm saying? So naturally, due to fatigue and things of that nature, you're going to be that split second slower getting out because you've had to work twice as hard to accommodate for the fact that you have a player less. It was annoying to watch us concede it, but I as a man that appreciates well-crafted set-piece moves myself, got to give credit where it's due. I don't think Leicester had to work for their goal. If I remember correctly, it was like a straightforward cross, bang, header. Someone not picking up their runner, and it's 2-1 at the time. And then...
Sonny, would you not say Leicester was a deflection, though? Like, it come off Kai Havertz, completely wrong foot right.
No. I'm not disputing that, but that don't change my opinion. That it's the worst one we conceded out of the three that I can remember. Because again, tell a lie. Forget City is the worst one.
City was the worst one, man.
Bro, get the hell out and go defend that short corner. It's like we sat there just.
I want to do Jogger Benito on the corner, bro.
No. City's the worst.
We didn't even need to concede that corner. We didn't need to concede that corner.
Yeah, City's the worst because 1, how we conceded the corner, 2, how we defended it, and then 3, why has John Stones got so much space in the center of our box?
For me,
in the 96th minute.
For me, the reason why you think City's the worst is exactly why I think Bournemouth is the worst and why I hated the goal we conceded against Fulham last year. When it's corners like that, like when they're catching you outside of the box, if that makes sense, like it's the little short things and then they slap it in. That one pisses me off because I feel like you switched off. The reason people don't do that a lot is it should be easier to defend.
Yeah, because someone should be. But the 2 goals we've conceded from short corners have both been when we've had 10 men.
No, but you see,
I don't think that's a coincidence.
But Liverpool's up there, bro. Van Dijk heading from where he headed it was howlers.
I feel like everyone lost their runner for that Liverpool goal.
Yeah, that was Partey. That was Partey.
Yeah, that was Partey.
Man.
No, but Martinelli loses Diaz to begin with.
As well. I don't know what
Martinelli loses Diaz to begin with. Then Havertz doesn't get out to the near post quick enough to win the first ball, and then Partey is daydreaming when Van Dijk is getting the run on him, and even the fact that Van Dijk has to stoop to head it in, it's like, come on, bro. Like,
is this identical? Sorry to cut you off, Sonny. Is this identical to when Bayern Munich game where Kimmich, and it was Martinelli again. He lost his man.
Aston Villa 2-0 in the title race that everyone kills Zinchenko for, and it was Martinelli that actually lost Bailey.
Yeah.
Everyone blames Zinny for that Leon Bailey goal, and it was actually Martinelli that lost him.
Yeah, his defensive work needs to improve a lot.
Like, he needs to stay. Like, you see how in a match he's actually quite sharp. But from set pieces, he's not. Like, he's the complete opposite from set pieces, and he needs to. You know what I mean? He needs to sharpen up, man. It's
easy like, right now. Easy, really sharp in matches. Like, let's have the honest
conversation. He's not sharp
right now.
I think look, I was so hard on like the Martinelli hate train, but I feel like now it's still too. I feel like it's still too soon for us to write people up for a season.
Let's move on to yesterday's game. Did you not feel that he was sharp in the game against Preston? Or do you feel like it's relative to the opposition?
Yeah, 100%. For Martinelli, and from what I want from Martinelli, bro, I'm not hearing no Preston chat. That's me, honestly, because I need Martinelli to step up in the biggest of biggest games. Preston's not going to do nothing for me.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not even talking about his. Sorry, go on, Josh. Go on.
No, sorry. I was going to say, even as someone that champions Martinelli a lot, I kind of got to agree with Gop on this one still. Yesterday, I was a bit underwhelmed by him, man. Like, that's
okay. I'm intrigued by that. So let's get into it. So,
because for me, the sort of stuff I wanted to see from Martinelli in a game like Preston, I'll see more from Sterling, if that makes sense. Like the approach play.
But then my counter argument is Sterling trying to earn a place in the team. Of course, he's gonna put in that type of performance.
Yeah,
one, he's trying to earn his place in the team. 2, he's well rested because he ain't been playing as much recently. 3, these are the games I expect Raheem Sterling to step up, and this is where you earn your percentage of whatever his wage that we're paying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like, I expect him to chip in the league and in the champs as well, but ultimately it's the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. Like, if we win this competition, I think somebody like Sterling, somebody like Jesus, they're gonna have a very, very, very big role to play in that. Ethan's another one. He's going to have a very big role to play in us being successful in this competition, because ultimately this is the competition where they're going to get the most minutes in, if we're being honest. You get what I'm saying?
100%. I'm not even going to dispute that, bro. But with me, I'm looking at Nelly under a different lens, innit? You're someone whose performances have been coming under critique from a section of the fan base, because we're looking at you as one of our key players, innit? Like Saka not being in the team it was an opportunity for guys like Nelly to take the team on its back, and you lot didn't provide that for us, innit? Do you know what I mean? So games like Preston, for me, the way I'm looking at Martinelli, because for me it's a big season for a minute. Like I'm just looking at it like Preston, bro. There's another opportunity for you to build on the form. You're slowly getting back. Show us something. Show us you get me more in it. Like you be the main guy. Yesterday, Waneri, it was the Waneri show yesterday. We're gonna get into that obviously, but I'm expecting someone like Nelly when you're playing a Preston, 2 assists. You get me a screamer from yourself or something. It was just another good Martinelli performance. I guess.
Yo,
I think
Josh.
certain. Sorry, go on, Reece.
Josh,
Go on, bro. Go on.
Do these mean anything to you? 3-0. Does that mean anything to you?
What 3-0? That's
No. The number 3 and the number 0. Does that mean anything?
Oh, Raheem Sterling, yeah. Go on.
No, not Raheem Sterling. You failed.
What?
Sonny,
That's the number.
does the numbers 3-0 mean anything to you?
Relative to what yesterday's game.
You failed. Guapa, does the number 3-0 mean anything to you?
I just know something covered up, man.
I don't know. Is it the
The
amount?
time has gone. The time has gone. Capo, the number 3-0, does that mean anything to you?
For winning the clean sheet.
Okay, listen to me. Yesterday it was quite weird because this gentleman hadn't scored since the 30th of January. He also scored just before the 30th minute. And he scored in a result that was 3-0. Oh, how things come in threes.
Oh my God.
Yes. He's now on the score sheet. GJ9 is here to play. Capo has now changed that nonsense that was under his name. We needed him to score a goal. We needed him to come to the party. He is now at the party, and it's fantastic for us. It is fantastic. Even that goal Sterling should have scored. Lovely movement. Gave him the little peppies in one thing. Moved to the side. Obviously, I think he should have bagged. Decent save. Sterling trapping. We need him to turn up for Arsenal to do what they need to do this season. Arsenal fans, stick with me. Let's try and do something different this year. How about we support our players? How about this agenda of everyone's shit? Let's just dump it for one season and maybe the results might change one season. How about that?
It's funny, Reece, yeah. Go on, Gopa.
Go on, Gopa.
No, you can. Okay, go on. I was gonna, Reece. You mentioned that he hasn't scored in 30 days or whatever.
No, I never said 30 days. I said he never scored
30 days.
That man said 30 days.
He wishes. 30 games, my bad. 30 games, yeah. So Reece, for a player that was a 45-50 million pound acquisition, cool. That's what I'm asking you. A player who was around 45 to 50 million pounds on 300k a week.
Of course.
Would you say you're satisfied with just one goal against Preston United?
Okay, no problem. I can answer that question. It wasn't just one goal. It was one goal and assist. Please get your facts right when you speak to me. What I wanted to say to you.
That Waneri assist is not his. That was a one-man goal.
Okay, does it go down as an assist or not?
It shouldn't.
Okay, cool. We're dealing with anyway. This is crazy. So this literally proves my agenda. All I'm trying to say to the young man Gops, yeah, lovely question, sir. I think Gabriel Jesus said it himself the best. Everyone like Capo and his minions love to point out he hasn't scored since January, but look at the maths. This season, it tells you Gabriel Jesus has played in 6 games. 6 Premier League games, I think. Let me double check. The maths tell you Gabriel Jesus has played in 7 Premier League games. I was even incorrect. That's what the maths tell you. He's played in 7 Premier League games. Do you know how many minutes that is? 94 minutes. All the games he's played this season, 94 minutes. It tells you. Wait, hold on, Gops. Don't ask me a question, answer yourself. So, 94 minutes. So, Gops will sit there and go, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. He still hasn't scored in 7 games. He came on 1 minute, one game. 5 minutes, the other game. 3 minutes, one game. 10 minutes, one game. At the end of the day, Gabriel Jesus said it himself. People feel like, oh, you haven't scored since this, but I don't get the starts I used to get. I don't get the playing time I used to get. When I start playing,
I don't like this. I don't like this that you're doing.
Oh, boo!
No, wait.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
There's glaring inconsistencies
can I
in your
finish?
argument.
Oh,
And
Nah,
what
Sonny,
you're saying is,
let him
How
land, Sonny.
can
Sonny, let
you
him
cut
land. Let him
someone
land.
halfway and
Bro,
say,
he's dancing.
what's
Come
going
on,
on?
man. He's a
Hey,
pile of shit. Call it what it
shout
is.
out, Sad though, showing off to the man them. But I don't
Yeah,
like
big
when
up,
people
Sad.
cut out when they don't agree with something. Well, let me land. So all I'm trying to say is, I've seen when people like a player, they use that to their benefit. And when they don't like a player, they start cooking him and ignoring the things you brought up when it was someone else. For example, Emil Smith Rowe. When Emil Smith Rowe was coming and was getting chicken change minutes, the minutes was a big part of the a point you were making to say that Arteta was misusing it. Nicolas Pepe, minutes was a big part of what you were saying when you thought Arteta was misusing it. And I've seen certain people that are cooking Jesus for these numbers use those minutes to justify why other people are underperforming. So what I'm trying to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, is give my man the minutes and he will show improve. Carry on, son.
all right, can I respond now?
Of course.
Because you have become everything that you used to complain about. So there was a gentleman that used to play for our club and used to wear the number 14 jersey. And I'm not talking about Theo Walcott, and I'm not talking about Thierry Henry, Eddie Nketiah. You, sir, constantly used to bring up the fact that he's gone how many games without a goal, how many games coming off the bench and away games without scoring, so on and so forth. But at no point did you ever sit there and analyze the minutes. You would just literally wheel off the stats and tell us how many games it was. But now you're on the side of the fence of, oh, but it's not been that many minutes. It's this amount of minutes combined. It's that amount of minutes combined. And the funniest thing is, you're talking about the minutes that he's played this season. The stat was from January. I repeat, the stat was from January.
Do you know?
So if you want to talk about the minutes,
Can you let him
why
land,
don't we
please,
talk
Reece?
about how many minutes from January, how many cup games? Because it's not just Premier League games. Because again, you specifically chose Premier League minutes. He's had starts in the Champions League and he's had starts in the Carabao Cup. I was even at one of the games, Bolton, where he started the game and he couldn't hit the target to save his life. So as much as we want to sit here and we want to put some of it down to lack of minutes played, I can accept that being part of the reason why he's not scoring as frequently as maybe a Kai Havertz or a Bukayo Saka or even a Leandro Trossard, because he's getting less minutes than those guys. But there is zero excuse for a guy that we paid 50 mil for, just about 45, 50 mil for, at 27 years of age, who wears the number 9 jersey for my club, to go almost a whole calendar year without a goal.
Okay,
we're not going to use lack of minutes to justify that.
You've got an issue where you think you're Johnny Cochran or Joe Proctor from Ghost. Let me explain.
I just want consistency.
Well, you heard what Guapa said. My response was to what Guapa said. Guapa said, am I comfortable with him being on 300,000 a week and whatever he said, Jesus, are you comfortable with it? And I said, well, hold on here. You now need to look at how he's being utilized. So
so why did you only look at the Premier League utilization? Are we only in one competition?
He's only played 400 minutes this season. Go and check.
Okay.
And you do the math of what 400 minutes is.
How many minutes has he played in the Carabao Cup? And against
like
what
183 opposition? Or something.
And against what opposition?
Let me see. Let me show you 100.
Bolton.
Bolton and Preston, no?
180. I was right. 180 minutes.
Okay, so that's 2 full 90s against Bolton and Preston. And he's got 1 goal.
1 goal and 1 assist. Oh, so you only care about the goal when you
so he's got one. So he's got 1 goal. 1 goal. No, I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
He's got 2
I apologize. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist.
No, he's got 2 GA in 2 games.
Okay, but we're not talking about the A right now. We're focusing on the goals because he was on a goal drought. Wait, hold on, Reece, let's just clarify. Let's just clarify because you're trying to move. Okay, can I land? Because again, you're trying to move the goalposts. Let me land. You're trying to move the goalposts. He was on a goal drought. He wasn't on a GA drought. So let's not focus on the GA. We're focusing on the goals because he was on a goal drought. his quote talks about goals, sir. You wanted to use his quote, so let's use his quote. Where in his quote does he mention the word assist, please?
Do you know what it is, Sonny? Yeah?
No. Where? Hello. Let's not go around the question, please. Can you address my question?
I never jumped on this to listen to what Sonny says and follow what he says.
So now you don't want to listen to what Sonny says.
No, but you asked the question.
We had to listen to you defend nonsense, but now you don't want to listen to what I got.
No, but you asked the question, but I'm not following your narrative, sir. So, no disrespect.
You don't need to follow mine. Follow the narrative of the player.
That's why I'm going to speak what I want to say. You don't tell me.
No. Focus on what Jesus said.
Bro,
it's not about you.
I'm about to
It's not about your opinion. It's about what Jesus said.
But you just said but my question, and I said I don't care about your question. I'm going to paint the picture I want to paint, and I'm saying to you, the competition he's played the most amount of minutes. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists. He's got 2 goals. He's got 2 GA in 2 games. Simple.
Okay, but again, Jesus' quote.
I'm gonna say it one more time. Wait, hold on. We'll come back.
You want to paint pictures. I want to focus on facts.
We'll come back to Jesus' quotes. Hold on 1 second, because
why are we moving away from it?
Because when I gave a direct response to tell you this was my response to what Whopper said, you brought up the Carabao. I didn't. You did, and I'm saying to you, the Carabao is the competition he's played the most minutes, and that's the competition he's played 2 games and got 2 GA. That is the answer to that. Now, if you want to go back to what Jesus said, I'm saying to you, what percent? Because for me,
why are we going from what Jesus said to what Guapa said? Can we just focus on what Jesus said, please?
So what Jesus said, for me, for him not scoring since January, I think is unacceptable. But when Guapa then asks me, well, do you think 300K or blah, blah, blah? And I'm saying to you, well, hold on. You're not acting like we're still utilizing him like when we first had him. That was the point I was trying to draw up when I said, funny enough, you've seen him come on for 7 out of the 9 games this season, but you will be surprised to hear he only played 94 minutes in total. That is what Jesus' point was about.
Cool, no problem. So now I've got a very straightforward question for you. Do you think that Jesus is using a lack of minutes on the pitch as a poor excuse to justify his inability to convert chances to goals since the 30th of January 2024?
Sonny, if you go and listen to all of the podcasts we've done, I feel like I've been very consistent with this Jesus thing. I think I've been quite sympathetic with the knee injuries that has been niggling him. Yeah. So wait, hold up. Wait, can I? Wait, what's going on here? Can I? Why is everyone upset? Yeah, go on. So we had knee surgery.
This is actually unbelievable.
Wait, Josh, please, yeah. So we had knee surgery. For the guys that might not realize, some fluid is in his knee, yeah. So he's not fully recovered. I think they even advised him, you might need surgery again this summer. And he's like, no, I really want to get back into blah, blah, and decided not to do it. Either way, it's been niggling him throughout of all of last season. So, yes, Sonny, you're right. Do I feel he needed more GA? I needed more goals to bring to the table. 100%. However, wait, hold on. However, am I surprised I'm not seeing the Jesus I fell in love him with last season? No, I get it. He was all of that. But this season, I think is a fresh new start. You've had your break. I want to see something now, Jesus. And what he's basically trying to say is he hasn't really got going yet. At the end of the day, with strikers, players like that, you need minutes. You need rotation. You need repetitions. At the end of the day, we laugh and joke about how crazy Jesus' numbers were last season. He still finished with more GA in all competitions than Martinelli. Why don't we have these Martinelli discussions? Yeah, we just did have a. Wait, hold on.
You lost that.
Let me land it. Yeah. At the end of the day, you're going to need. You're going to need repetition, and there's no coincidence that you're starting to see that he's looking a bit more like the player we expected to see with the more games he's playing. And I expect to see the Jesus we saw before. Yes, Sonny, I know I've gone around the bushes to say it. Do I expect more from him? Yes, I do. Do I expect more goals from him? Yes, I do. Did I accept the lack of goals No, I didn't expect the lack of goals, but I'm just trying to say there's still a player in there. That's all.
Mandem, please let Chris go next. Please, Chris.
No, you know what? Yeah, go on, Capo.
What do you have to say?
I feel like you got a lot to say.
Let's speak on Martinelli. Just after we spoke on Martinelli.
Let's just talk about the Newcastle game.
Of course, we have to talk about the Newcastle game because Chris is gonna.
Chris, please, bro.
Okay,
Chris.
cool. So let's talk about Newcastle away. The scene.
Oh no, wait. Was that everything? Is that everything on Preston? Because I think we could have spoke about Nwaneri a bit more though.
You decided
I want to
spend
speak about
10, 15 minutes talking about Jesus.
That's what. Sorry, I had something I wanted
everyone's
to say
allowed
to
their
you,
moment,
actually.
Chris. Everyone's allowed their moment, Chris.
Now, Guapa, you said something earlier about in the Preston game. That's where you expected, I guess, Martinelli to step up and show like he can be that guy, like to carry the team.
I didn't say that.
Well, sorry, in Saka's absence, you said. Sorry, you said in Saka's absence. Obviously, for me, yeah, and this might be a bit controversial, but I don't really care. I feel like not every good footballer has that ability to be like, yeah, I'm gonna put the team on my back in certain moments. You understand what I mean? And when I say that, I mean like you've got the Bukayo Sakas of this world, the Cole Palmers of this world, the Mo Salahs of this world, who's another franchise player that I don't want to have to go to the extremes of like the Messis and the Ronaldos and so on and so forth. But you understand what, like when I say certain names, you understand the caliber of player I'm talking about. It's not just a ability thing, it's a mental thing where it's like, give me the ball. Ethan has that. He has that at 17 years of age. I saw it with my own two eyes in the Leicester game. He's come off the bench. Give me the ball. I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to try and carry this team to a result. We saw it in the Bolton game. Everything positive was going through him. Give me the ball. I'm going to make stuff happen. We've seen it again yesterday. I don't think it's genetic. I don't think it's hereditary. I just think it's you either got it or you don't. I don't even know how to word it, but some players just have it. And there's not like a multitude of players that have it. But when you've got it, you just know you've got it. At 17 years of age, in a team full of men, he's got it. It's just automatic. I'm making it happen. Every time, like you know that Lippy meme where you listen to Jay Huss's album, it's like, bro, he ain't even done nothing yet, but it's just cold. That's how I feel every time Ethan's on the ball. He ain't even finished the action yet, but it's cold. You understand what I mean? And no discredit to Martinelli or other players, but not everyone has it. Some people have it in moments. Like they have clutch moments like Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is like, when we need to secure a result, get the ball to me. I'm clutch. I'm open. Like, you know, them man that open free in the big moment. Jamal Murray type brothers. But he's not Jokic. You get what I'm saying? Like certain man are like Saka is our Jokic. Nwaneri has that Jokic about you lot are following me, right? For those that watch
I don't watch
NBA.
basketball.
Okay, fair. That's why you seemed a bit lost. So I was just making sure you're with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I don't think Nelly has that, and I don't think he will ever have it because maybe he's just a good role player, and there's nothing that you. In order to be successful, you need to have good role players, great role players. In fact, you understand?
I think you're doing Nelly dirty. But Sonny, you just reminded me while you were speaking. Yeah, I'm glad Cap's doing that because it's Cap that I wanted to speak to. You know, in Jesus' first start of the Premier League season,
Wait,
hold on. Because this is the vigilante in me. It's the vigilante in me. I have to do this. You know, Jesus' first start in the Premier League this season, Chris Capo sent me a text saying, I think he's going to get a goal and an assist. Just wanted the people to know his first start of the season, Cap had faith in him. Thank you, Cap. You can go.
Going back to Nwaneri, I personally think with the attribute that you speak of about his recklessness, it's either two things. It's either you pick that up if it's either hereditary or it's social. Now, a lot of people get that attribute whether they come from the cage football or things along those lines, or from deep grassroots of where they have that recklessness in their game of where they'll just be like, look, give me the ball, I'm just gonna bang it. Like you man are on some lay thing, forget this, I'm moving mad. Either that's the social aspect or hereditary of where you just got that inner dog in you of where you just don't care. Like you're not petting or anyway. Regardless, I mean that to say this. I don't know if it's that Igbo blood in him, or I don't know if it's that Ends blood that's in Ranieri that gives him that recklessness. But that kid is special. And the last person that I saw that had both of those attributes of that recklessness, of they don't care, and that bravery, but also that technique, you could go back towards like Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere, you're going to Cesc Fabregas, them man there. That I haven't seen. It's always one thing or another. Frimpong, yes, he had that inner dog in him, but he didn't have he wasn't technically there, if that makes sense. There's always one thing or another. So that's why we say
that is not a name I thought I'd hear you mention, boy.
No, I'm saying out of the blue. I'm just thinking of reckless players.
Yeah.
That's the Ghanaian name.
But I don't know for you lot, but personally, I don't know. Going so random, but going to the Ballon d'Or, service, the ceremony. Sorry, I felt sick not seeing an Arsenal youngster on there, and felt like as if
What, the golden boy?
Yeah, I felt sick of like not seeing an Arsenal youngster there. That the fact that Garnacho and Kobe Mainoo, and it's not to compare to them, because them are in the mud right now. But what more does this kid have to do to prove it? Just play him. And you know what, Arteta? If you play him and it doesn't go well, you'll say, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. But just be reckless enough and just play the kid.
Just to echo some of what Chris is saying.
Arsenal fans won't say fair enough, by the way. But
just to
I don't see a world where he plays him and it don't go well. But go on, Josh.
I think I got to agree with that slightly, because when the talent is so obvious with a player like Ranieri, like how much more can you hold the player back in it? Like again, like what Chris said, like cool if he plays and has a stinker. I would like to think the fans can forgive that because he's a 17-year-old kid in it, but the performances he's putting up, man, like the Leicester game, like Sonny said when he came off the bench, both the cup games he's got a goal. Like, do you know what I mean? We've been looking for creative spark. Well, some fans feel like we have been missing a creative spark since Ødegaard's been out. We've been calling for him to start and all these kind of things. Again, we're seeing guys like Zaire Emery and that doing it for PSG. Why not, innit? Why not Ranieri for us? So, yeah, man.
Do you know what it is, Josh? Do you know what it is, Josh? I used to think like you, yeah, but there's two things. Our fan base is tapped. We don't like to admit it. It's like when we look in the mirror, we can't see it.
You're one of them. You're one of them.
No problem. Yeah, but our fan base is tapped. Yeah, Kappa is definitely one of them. If I'm one of them, you're one. We're both one of them, bro. We're in this together. Yeah, but all I'm trying to say is, yeah, because we demand the Premier League. It's not we feel like, oh, we're in it, but no, we demand the Premier League. You try.
There's no room for fuck ups.
Yeah, there's no room. There isn't. Unfortunately, there isn't. And then when I looked at his numbers and saw that like he's on course to have more minutes than Saka when Saka was.
And Foden, bro.
Yeah, and I realized, maybe he is having a lot of more minutes than I thought it is, and maybe it's the dynamics of our midfield that's maybe putting us pressure on us to say we want to see someone of this profile play.
Yeah.
So it's like we're forcing, but I don't mind the manager looking at like when I saw his performance against Preston, I honestly sat there and went, you know what? I'm not mad at this development. Like he's getting on. He's getting on.
To play devil's advocate, in response to what Josh said, I understand that just play him. Because when you look at that midfield and you see Partey, Rice, and Marino starting a game, and my man sat on the bench, you're just thinking, what is happening in this gaffer's head as to why you're playing these three and not him? But then on the flip side of it, this is his first season playing senior men's football. So of course, like there's certain things that not even on an ability level, but on a tactical level, on a understanding level, on a football IQ level, on a game management level, he's not gonna have certain things in his arsenal right now, no pun intended, that a Marino would have, or a Declan Rice would have, or an Ødegaard would have. And I think those are the things that kind of prevent Mikel from just being like, yeah, you know what, you're ready. Let me just throw you in, etc. Because different players understand the tactical side of the game a lot quicker or slower than other players. And I think to play in the center of the park in a Premier League game for Arsenal, he might just be unsure. Against Preston and Bolton, we're playing without the handbrake on. Like, we're just going. You understand? We're going to dominate 80% of the ball. We're going to create a lot of chances. He can play freely. He can play with the freedom of the world. When we're chasing a result, again, usually we've got teams penned all the way back. There's an element of freedom we're playing with. And I've noticed in the moments where we need a goal or we need something to happen attacking-wise, he looks to Ethan. And the reason why I mentioned the tactics thing is because especially Liverpool and Spurs, I don't know if you noticed this, right? He brings on Ethan and Jesus at the same time. Ethan plays the highest up the pitch.
Yeah.
Jesus covers the wide area. Jesus is the one that's like, no, you stay central. I'm a cover out here. I'm a track back. I'm a follow the tactical approach of the game. You stay the highest up the pitch. All you got to do is press the centre backs, track back when you need to, and we'll try and launch the counters through you. And I think that's very telling. That not to say that the youth's unintelligent or whatever. I just think maybe there's still that question mark from Arteta as to whether he can fully trust him on a tactical level in certain moments in Premier League games.
Hey, yo,
But
Sonny.
Sonny,
Sorry, bro.
Josh,
No, Chris, go on, bro. Go on.
But then where you'll question it and say, where I do agree with you, but then you'll have, for instance, a Oscar Bob or Rico Lewis that will break into Man City. And where I say they are able to do that is because that's where they have certain OGs around them. There's certain people that can show them that, yo, not even a little man thing, but yo, I'll hold your hand whilst you're on the pitch.
Yeah, but Oscar Bob and Rico Lewis have been in and around that Man City team for a few seasons now.
Very true. Now, Ranieri's been around this team for like, what, 2 seasons now?
But he made his first team. He made his first team debut at 15. But
yeah,
he's really made his breakthrough this season, which is why. Like if this was like his 3rd season kicking ball and he had already made like 6 to 8 appearances in cup games and that already, then I would be a lot more on Josh's side. And a big part of me is, don't get me wrong, because I put him in my lineups. I get frustrated when I don't see him come on the pitch. It jars the life out of me. But at the same time, of course, like there's a certain amount of experience you're going to get through playing games. And players like Ødegaard, like they went on loan to get their experience. Marino, he's been around for 28 years. Yeah. Declan Rice, these men are all experienced. You understand what I'm saying? And obviously, he's just getting his experiences now. So,
do you know what it is, Sonny? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Josh, go on.
No, but I was gonna say to that though, like, fair enough. This is like the quote unquote breakthrough season, but he's been in and around the first team from last year anyway, because he was on the bench for bare games. Like last season,
but it's completely different being on the bench and playing.
Yeah, no, I hear it, but I would like to think even if the opportunity arises where Arteta does start him, say for example he was to start him at Newcastle, I'd like to think with Rice, the form parties in Marino, there's enough security there to do what Chris was kind of saying, to hold his hand through these kind of games, isn't it? And for me personally,
I agree with that also. For me
personally speaking, as an Arsenal fan, it's just frustrating sometimes when I'm looking around Europe and I'm seeing some of the biggest teams like Musiala, what he broke into Bayern at like 17, 18. I'm looking over, like I said, Zaire Emery, 17, 18. Arda Güler, who a lot of Arsenal fans at one point even wanted here. I'm looking at what Waneri's doing and stuff. I'm like, we potentially have a kid who's at these man's level, if not higher.
But he was a first team at Fenerbahce, so it's like it's hard to. It's not like we've signed when like Ødegaard was first team player when
I-
Real Madrid signed him, when we wanted to sign him.
You see what it
Ødegaard
is, though?
again, first team player. That is.
I wouldn't compare that. I could call that.
Yeah.
I think Ranieri, from what I've seen so far, I think we've got something there. It's a gem, something that we can really, if our managers him right, in not just this year but for the future, he could be a very important player for Arsenal. Yeah, but I wouldn't go as far as to using the examples Josh gave as to a reason why we should be playing Ranieri. One thing I've always felt with Arsenal fans regarding Ranieri was, well, they were always so eager to force the kid to play. It's like he was 15 and then 16, of course, and then it's like, what's the rush for him to play now? There was no rush, especially knowing, as Reece said, how toxic and how this fan base can be. All it takes is 3 to 4 bad games, and we'll be hearing. Do you get? So I think the way Arteta's managed him is very well, man. I think kept the pressure off him, coming against Preston, Bolton, and show your talent, man. But saying that, them 2 games, from what I've seen, Premier League. I'm not talking about off the bench. I'm talking about really. I'd give him a Newcastle away. I'm throwing him in the deep end. That's what I'm doing, man.
Listen, yeah, for me, I was very proud with Sonny's takes. I could tell he's been tuning into my vigilante season seminars, where we really go in deep and discuss about ball IQ. Yeah. So it was nice to hear his understanding of that. Yeah. Cap gave some brilliant examples. Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis. I think Oscar Bob, though, he made these. I think they started bringing him in when he was like 20 or something. No?
Yeah, Oscar Bob was quite.
I think it's a massive difference.
Rico Lewis is a better example. Yeah.
Not only that, though, they were like Rico Lewis. They used to protect him a lot. I forgot the quote where Pep was getting onto players because he felt teams were targeting Rico Lewis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's even Pep. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind Arteta look after him. It's also the middle of the pitch is a very important. That's why Sonny talking about IQ, game understanding. As soon as he said it, I was like spot on. I had to start capping because Arteta keeps bringing him in games. Either there's freedom to play, or we need the goal. So there, you know, like how he used to use Reece Nelson when we needed a goal. That's when he used to just dash him, like, bro, just do something special, please. That I feel like he's been using him like that. So there's no pressure on his shoulders right now, whilst he's learning and understanding the game, knowing when to move there. Because what did that manager say? Arsenal's one of the best, not even the best teams in Europe off the ball. Everyone knows what angles they're trying to block to ensure the ball goes there. Because when the ball goes there, now we start our press, and now we like there's some science to what we do. That's why even Sterling. A lot of people think he's not playing because what he does attacking wise. I don't think he's not playing because what he does attacking wise. I think he's all right. So I mean, like obviously he can show us more, but I think it's more defensive. Like even when he's tracking back, it's the angles he's covering. I can see it. Like and I'm seeing he's improving that. Do you know what I'm saying? So he'll get in the game. I think Ranieri will get in the game. Like Sonny said, it's all about experience. The more games he plays, the more repetitions he gets, the more he's like, oh, I get it. This, that, and it will come in because what's his name? Lewis Skelly. I saw him come and play in midfield against Preston. Already people were like, oh, I think he was too. What did they say? He was too confident in that game. He was trying things. I was like, bro, he's a young player. There's going to be inconsistent games. There's going to be good games. There's going to be bad games. So I can't believe I'm saying this because I was one of the guys that was like, bro, I need to see more of Ranieri. But I'm not mad at what I'm seeing. I think he's developing on quite well, you know. Like I'm starting to be like, yo, like, they're managing this guy well still.
Do you know what it is, Reece? Yeah, and hopefully we can just conclude the Ranieri thing like this. Arsene Wenger once gave a quote, and he said, "You pay for the learning experiences of young players via points." I'm glad you brought up Miles Lewis Skelly. Unfortunately, he had a role to play in that Liverpool goal. I don't think it was a key, the most important role, but again, you pay for these learning experiences for young players via points. Points dropped a lot of the time. You understand what I mean? And we're in a situation where it's like we have to try and minimize the amount of points dropped. and maximize the amount of points gained. That's why with Ranieri, it's a bit of a double-sided coin, because I feel like with him in the team, you could probably get more out of him in an attacking sense than you could out of a Moreno, for example. But then on the flip side, if that doesn't work, on the other side of the fence, the defensive work, the tactical work, the understanding work, that's not going to be as high as a Moreno, for example. Now, in Ødegaard, or even a Trossard, because we're talking about Ødegaard being absent. So in Ødegaard's absence, I think that's the dilemma Arteta has, because the guy is too good to be chopping bench. We can all see that. He should be featuring a lot more in the Premier League. But then at the same time, it's like, are we in a position to allow him to go through his growing pains whilst we're trying to make up a 5-point deficit in the league?
Staying in the EFL is important. I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Mad important.
My thing is the specific competition isn't the most important thing. I think, as you said earlier, because of Ødegaard's absence, that is why there's more pressure for, like, he needs to play in the Prem, because in the Prem it feels like we're lacking something creatively against the better teams. But overall, I think Arteta's managing him relatively well. I'll give him an 8 out of 10.
And I get the excitement, yeah, because he has got that thing where you just think something's going to happen. When he touches the ball, I just feel like something's going to happen. And that's one thing. I don't know if someone in Arsenal speaking to him. I love his first touch, how he gets the ball out of his feet. Like he done that like at least 3 times last time. So
there's no wasted motion.
Yeah,
wasted motion. He knows what he's on.
Yeah. So should we talk about Newcastle?
Yes, please.
I mean, what's there to talk about?
How do we feel?
Alexa,
we need to get back,
ESPG, lick back.
Yeah, we need get back. We need get back. We need get back. That's the motto. That's the slogan, whatever you want to call it for this game, bro. Like,
get back, man.
They just need to look at that rubbish that happened last season with the whole decisions, all that nonsense, and just have a chip in their shoulder, go there, get the 3 points, man. Early kickoff, the lights are going to be
hate
on.
Early kickoffs. I hate early
12:30 kickoffs are so
man.
Oh,
everyone's off work. We're the prime time. We're the start of everyone's day.
12:30 kickoffs and 5:30 kickoffs. I hate playing on Saturdays. I've beeped it. If it's not a 3 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday, I hate it.
Yeah.
Same. I prefer playing on a Sunday.
I'm saying atmosphere wise, obviously it's not under the lights at St. James's, isn't it?
Yeah.
So hopefully we could go there.
And if we do win that game, we put pressure on the others. That's the beauty.
Yeah, man. That's the thing. It's a massive game. It's a massive game, man.
Do you not think Gabriel makes it for the Newcastle game?
Yeah. I don't think we need to rush him. I think Ben White was steady. You know what I'm saying, impressive against Liverpool.
So if it's Ben White and Saliba, who plays LCB?
It will be Saliba
because he's done it for France.
Yeah, he done it for France. Yeah. And he does it for France. But for me, I think Gabriel makes it. I think they protect him.
I think Gabriel plays.
Yeah, I'm saying he can in it. But if it's a last minute call up thing, I wouldn't force him per se.
Gabriel's in the same realms as Saka. If you can get that guy fit enough to play, you're gonna play him.
Yeah.
No, man. Newcastle are gonna try to play a physical game.
No. Guapa, we're not saying he is Saka, but we're talking about
the same realm.
In the same realm in terms of like
importance, though.
Yeah.
In the importance.
I disagree. I think Saliba and Ben White will do. Actually, let me not get into this conversation. Let's carry on, boys.
Yeah, I don't think you can question Gabriel's level of importance to this. I'm sorry.
I think the way Isak approaches football, Gabriel is suited for that. He's going to keep bullying it every way he tries to peel off. Like I think it's important still. Gabriel playing is important for me.
And I think with a player like Isak that's got quick feet and very good dribbling, I think that's what Ben White kind of struggles against, if I'm being completely transparent.
But what do you lot think the lineup's going to be?
I think it's going to be our usual strongest lineup with Ødegaard on the bench.
So who's our left back?
I think our left back will be Timber.
JT.
Who's our right back? Ben White.
Yep.
Partey. I'll put Partey right back. Ben White, Saliba, Julian Timber, Declan Rice, Moreno, Moneri, Saka, Havertz, Sterling on the left.
Wait. You think Ranieri's starting?
My lineup.
No. I'm asking, what do you think the lineup will be?
Oh, I think we're going with 3 DMs. We're going with Moreno, Partey, Declan Rice in the midfield. We're going
He's doing the
Ben White
Bournemouth
right back.
midfield against, though.
He's doing a Bournemouth, bro.
Yeah,
That's
he's
the
doing the
obvious
Bournemouth.
truth. He's doing a Bournemouth. We know that.
He's doing the Bournemouth again, 100%.
What's funny is I actually agree with Guapa. I
no,
actually
he's-
think that's the midfield.
That's
really
even
was.
Reece. Look at Reece. He put his hands on it. Bro, he knows.
You should demand them know. Yeah, it's fact.
You know,
It's fact.
bro.
Because of the physical game that Newcastle like to play, I'll be surprised if he doesn't try and match their physicality.
I don't see him putting
Actually,
trust on.
saying that,
I think in recent years,
Jorginho might come in.
Yeah, we've beaten
I'm about to
Newcastle.
say,
by
yeah.
playing ball.
And
Like,
Jorginho was the catalyst in that.
yeah,
I remember that game, man. The match.
like when we play.
But then
around
in that case, he's better off doing just Partey, Rice, and then probably he'll go Trossard in the middle then. Because
Jorginho, who played 90
damn.
minutes the other day, isn't going to play.
Partey can do that now.
No, Jorginho's not gonna play. But I'm just saying, it's a shame because
Yeah,
I
no.
feel like that's how you beat them, man. You just play around them.
Yeah, you have like that Bruno running like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
I
But to
wouldn't.
be
I
fair,
wouldn't go with
they got Tonali back though.
Tonali's
He's
back
been
now.
looking
Yeah,
alright still.
he has. Joe Linton. I watched him against Chelsea the other night. Joe Linton.
Oh my days, he missed a
Even
howler
mad.
though.
Yeah, no, but he was even mad in the midfield.
I think
I
that might be why we can. There might be easy pickings for us because a lot of them played in that game against Chelsea.
Mate, do you know what I realised? The great Anthony Gordon. I'm stressing.
He's not
boys.
playing.
He is. He was playing
Yeah, he
against
is.
Chelsea.
He played against
He
Chelsea.
played against Chelsea. I'm
Oh.
stressed. Shit, man, that's a headache, man. It's a
To be
top.
fair,
Yeah, Ben White's got that
I'd
no
rather
proper.
him than I'd rather
Nah,
him than
man. I need Ben White tucked into centre back. I don't want no Ben White versus Anthony Gordon, bro. Ben White centre back now. Let Partey hold the smokes. We'll let Partey go down for it. We will. That's it.
So Ben White can't lock out Anthony Gordon, yeah?
Bro.
I just need you to stay on stream.
Yeah, Gops, this is surprising, by the way. Stand on it. Because you're a Ben White guy, bro. Stand on it, bro.
Guaps, so
This is
Ben White
interesting.
can't. Yeah. So Guaps,
Because this is low-key a stinker still. You're saying you can't look up flipping Anthony Gordon.
what's happened to Guapa?
I try to do the freeze thing. I try to do the freeze thing. Hey,
Hey, that is crazy.
listen, man. I think, sometimes in life, just gotta go where the butterfly takes you, man. So all these truth boys. Yeah, that's my answer on the question. White centre back, pop Partey right back.
So you're telling Gops, just for reference, yeah, Anthony Gordon against Ben White made you get that philosophical.
I didn't see all that. I was just sharing just a quote in life, in general, to the guys. I'm saying if you guys
Hey,
want
who
to take that,
did
take
Newcastle play on the other side?
that.
Jacob
Almiron, Jacob Murphy. I don't know who
Jacob
Jacob
Yeah.
Murphy. Harvey Barnes is injured, isn't it?
You know what? Put Ben
Wait,
White.
Harvey
left back.
Barnes is injured.
I thought so because no one's mentioned him so far. I thought it was
Nah, he
injured.
played.
No.
He played in things absent.
Nah,
When
Anthony
the other
Gordon,
guy couldn't
Anthony
play.
Gordon starts ahead of him, but that's what I'm saying. I'd rather Anthony Gordon start than Harvey. Because
Huh?
Harvey, he just slaps it, bro. He just slaps. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
Harvey Barnes got a goal in
At
it.
least-
Gordon's
at
a
least-
Gordon's
At
a
least
menace,
Gordon's
though.
direct. No, he's direct though, so he's not like he's gonna keep. He'll give us a chance at least. I mean, get onto him. But Harvey Barnes, he just cuts in and slaps it, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Harvey
yeah.
Barnes, once he beats Ben White the first time, red flags, alarm
If
bells.
there's any kryptonite to Raya, yeah. I don't know if you've seen some of the goals Raya's conceded in his career. Them long shots is his kryptonite still.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to see Harvey Barnes bark it still. I'm not gonna lie.
Obviously, Reese's boy as well. Yeah. Hey, Reese, the Battle of the Nines. This should be Reese's favorite match of the season. It honestly should be.
It's not. I don't want to see.
I
Isak
bet
play
say
against us.
6'4" dual winning
I
striker.
don't want to see Isak play against us. I don't want to see
Isak.
Isak play against us.
Now I'm
No,
saying
no.
like, if you take your Arsenal bias aside, like you as a neutral, Havertz and Isak as a striker is one of your favorite games to watch.
No, but that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. I can't take my Arsenal bias aside. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
want
true.
Isak to play because I rate him. I don't want him to play.
I want him to
I
play.
want him to play. No.
No, I want him to play.
I'm an Arsenal
Listen,
fan
man.
first, bro. I'm trying to see my team win.
He's
I
gonna
don't want
score. He's gonna score, but I think we win 2-1.
Oh yeah,
I
by
think.
the way, Whopper. I forgot his name. That you. I think he's in the Swedish league, the Somali you.
Taha
The guy that played
Ali.
for Malmo.
Bro,
Oh,
he's a
yeah.
little bit of a jinky guy.
Yeah, no,
bro,
serious guy.
I
Hey,
posted his
yo.
thing earlier.
Hey,
Jinx.
yo, Jinx. Hey,
No, but he's got the
Bring it.
authentic Somali Jinx.
it's on stream. Bring it,
He's got the authentic.
cuz.
No,
He's
he's serious still.
Yeah, he's serious.
Europa League, man. You watch him out on the Europa League, boys, man. He's playing Europa League. But on the Isak situation, yeah, I don't mind playing Isak because I feel like Isak will take. I don't know, man. I've never seen him as Newcastle's number one threat because I think that's Anthony Gordon. Depending on if
Okay,
Anthony
we heard you
Gordon,
the first time, bro.
do you get me, bro? So Anthony Gordon, in my opinion, we play Partey because how well he done against Luis Diaz. That's what I'm going off. Because he done well against Luis Diaz, Partey's right back.
Do you know what's weird with Newcastle? I don't think they have played well this season at all, you know. Even the games they won, it was like, was Wolves one of them? Well, was it the Wolves games?
Yeah,
Where
Wolves away, yeah.
they were getting battered all game, but they somehow got it. Like, I don't think Newcastle started this season well.
Why was that, Reese? Because Harvey Barnes all of a sudden decided to cut
Yeah,
in.
Snappers, yeah. So
Yeah, we're talking about
I'm not gonna lie. This is a game I expect Arsenal. Let's get back to winning ways. Like this is what I expect still.
But Reece, I say one thing as well. I say this every week, yeah. But honestly, I'm not joking this time. Martinelli, this. On my life, if he does not do well this game, boys, I'm completely rubbing him out for the rest of his career. I'm being serious, bro. Because Reece, do you know he's up against? He's up against Kieran Trippier. Martinelli, if you can't turn it up, bro.
Hey, but do you know what's funny? Do you remember last year though? You're not saying the get back. Trippier locked up both of them. I think he played one side, and then the injury happened. Then he went to the other side, and he locked them up both. So it'll be interesting to see this game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, one man under pressure right now, Reece.
Yeah, he's got.
He's up against the decline.
Goal and assist just for you.
Yeah,
listen, I like
that. I like that, Josh. I like that energy. Goal and assist.
Just
hey,
for you.
All that Martinelli disrespect, I can't lie. His little whippers this season have been dangerous. Like
Reece, only some of us can see this.
Yeah,
only some of us can see this. Only some of us can see this.
But listen, I want you man to know. Yeah, listen. If Martinelli does bang this season, boys, you know I'm with you, man, innit? I'm partying with you guys. That's the honest truth.
Hello.
But I'm just saying, in terms of form.
Let's do predictions and then we'll boot out. So let's go first with Mr. Sonny Grandenza.
Yeah, right, bro.
Grandenza.
Wow.
Mr. Grandenza himself.
That's it.
Wow, this guy just butchered my name. I'm going for a 3-1 Arsenal. I think Newcastle concede way too many chances and way too many goals for us to not take advantage. But however, they do have potent attackers in Isak and Anthony Gordon, who, especially on the transition, could potentially cause us some issues. So I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal.
Josh.
I'm going for the same result we got there, 22-23, man. 2-0. 2-0.
Boy, Black Hawk Josh goes for 2-0. And last but not least, Mr. Guapolino. What are you saying?
Because Josh promised me a goal and assist from Martinelli, that will be 2 goals for Arsenal. And we'll go an extra one because of Bukayo Saka, so I'm going to go 3-1.
Calm. And my prediction, Kai Havertz.
Can you be more specific?
Stream's ended.
Bloody score, man.